Hello, internet wrestling fans. Here we are with a special recap of EPW's Roadshow. My name's Lukey Bolland, and I'm reporting for EPWPerth.com. We had a big night out here in Craigie. Man, we kicked the night off in spectacular style as Drake Wallace went one-on-one with Dan Moore, the whole reffin' show. They've been feuding for quite a while through the tag team ranks, but at last they went at it one-on-one. However, Drake Wallace managed to pull the big victory and gain the win over Dan Moore. Next up in action was Alex, the Kid Kingston, and he was going against Nate Dooley.
They all pay to come and see Nate Dooley. Channel 31 Monday nights, the only place to see the biggest, baddest boy in the West. Right here, Nate Dooley.
Nate Dooley, what can you say about him? But he knows how to wrestle, and he took it to Alex Kingston. But I must say, Alex delivered some huge moves in this match, some high-flying action. This guy has got a lot of potential, and I could see him going places. Unfortunately, the odds were stacked against him as Jimmy Payne was at ringside for Nate Dooley, and with a little help from his friend, Nate Dooley did walk away with the victory over Alex Kingston. Then in action was Chase Griffin taking on a newcomer, Sebastian Zander. This guy, I'd never seen him wrestle before, but he came out of nowhere and he was dominating. This guy did some power moves and wound up putting away the more experienced Chase Griffin with a big jackhammer. It was an impressive victory, and I got a feeling we may be hearing a lot more from Sebastian Zander. Then a big six-man tag team match. How big? All three EPW champions were on one team. I'm talking about the European Union, the Don and Marcus Pitsinopoulos, and the EPW champion Bobby Marshall. They took on the team of Devlin Reeves and the Fighting Hellfish. These guys tore it up. The three champions taking on arguably the three #1 contenders, and it was a spectacular matchup. During the match, however, Bobby Marshall picked up his bat and ball, took his belt, and he left. The European Union accidentally hit him a couple times, and, well, he took it personally, and the champ doesn't play like that. He walked out on his teammates and left them to get triple teams. This ended with a big package pile driver from Devlin Reeves that helped them pick up the victory. Next up in action, the NWA Australian champion Mikey Nichols went one-on-one with Ferguson Block. A very back and forth match. Despite Mikey Nichols getting hit in the face with Ferguson Block's briefcase, Mikey Nichols still managed to come back and pick up a big victory. Next up in action, Jose Del Santo took on Chris Weiss. Jose Del Santo, unfortunately, was not in fine form tonight, and Chris Weiss punished him with a fury of blows. That finished with a big tombstone pile driver and Chris Weiss winning the match. Then it was time for our main event, David Storm and Jimmy Payne one-on-one. We've seen these guys fight so many times, but tonight it was something different. David Storm had a point to prove. He was defeated by Jimmy Payne at Reawakening, and he wanted to take that victory back. So David Storm went after Jimmy Payne. He fought hard, and he did everything he could. However, Jimmy Payne connected with a low blow that caused a disqualification. David Storm won the match, but that was not the end of the war, because as Nate Dooley and Jimmy Payne were about to beat down 2-on-1 on David Storm, out of nowhere comes Shane Heist and Just like that, the guy just appears. He's like a freaking magician. He's the Copperfield of Perth wrestling. Look at that. Where's he going? Where's he going? Who knows? I don't know where he is. There he is! Over there. He was over here a second ago. Now he's freaking there.
Magic!
He's a blind man.
But where'd the lighter fluid come from, Lukey?
Who knows? Arrested Development reference? Who knows? Anyway, tag match. David Storm, Shane Heist going against Nate Dooley and Jimmy Payne. And this was a hell of a matchup. These guys really bought their A game. They took it to each other. Let's talk about this big finish. David Storm piles up Nate Dooley and Jimmy Payne into one big heap. Shane Heist dives off with a massive frog splash. And that was all she wrote. David Storm and Shane Heist picked up the victory from there. However, it's not the end of the battle for David Storm and Jimmy Payne. They will be going head-to-head at EPW's Rise or Fall. That is happening Saturday, the 5th of April. You can get your tickets for that show, and you can see that match and lots of others, including the NWA Championship on the line. Mikey Nichols defending against Hartley Jackson. There's going to be a lot of matches. You want to be there. You can get your tickets from ticketek.com.au. And remember, if you buy a ticket for EPW's Rise or Fall, you will get a free ticket to the Monday Night Wrestling tapings the very next day. 2 shows for the price of 1. Why, you'd be crazy not to go. My name is Lukey Bolland, and I hope to see you at Rise or Fall